Golden rice season in northern Vietnam village Nam Hong. When fall begins towards the end of September and start of October, Nam Hong village in Ha Giang province radiates the amber hue of autumn. Its sensual curves of staircase rice terraces send visitors into a trance. Propped against the mountain at an altitude of 800 m, Nam Hong village encompasses 38 Red Dao ethnic households. The village in Thong Nguyen Commune, Hoang Su Phi district is located 33 km from National Route 2 and 77 km from Ha Giang town, capital of the eponymous province. A few years ago, Nam Hong villagers relied mainly on agriculture, tea cultivation, and fish farming to survive. Today, the Nam Hong community-based tourism village has become a leading draw in Hoang Su Phi district. The first evening was a memorable one. After a hearty dinner of Northern Highlands specialties like boar, jungle fowl, vegetables, and fragrant corn wine, I participated in the Nam Hong Mid-Autumn Festival. In the glow of campfire, I was unable to tear my eyes away from the supple and graceful moves of Red Dao dancers. After a spiritual ceremony, barefooted Red Dao men danced on burning coal. This is a Red Dao ritual that traditionally takes place in the Lunar New Year festival to thank the fire deity for warmth, safety, prosperity, and a good harvest, and for chasing away ghosts, devils, and diseases. Nowadays, the dance is performed regularly for tourists. That night, I fell into a deep, rejuvenating sleep. Typically, rice harvesting is divided into 4 parts: bailing out water and catching fish, reaping, stacking, and threshing. That morning, I woke up very early to follow my tour guide Kin to the fields. From Hoang Su Phi bungalow, I tightly held onto a bucket whilst chasing after Kin up vast terraced fields. The paddies were yellow and ripe with droopy panicles ready to be harvested. Kin led me to the top of Doi Mong Engua, Horseshoe Hill, the most scenic location for photos in Nam Hong. From the hilltop, fluffy clusters of white clouds floated around like frothy foam in a cappuccino, covering parts of glistening verdant terraces that rose one after another to the sky. The arresting landscape brought about a light and tranquil feeling. I deeply inhaled the highlands' crisp pure air. Here's to a new day. Kin's rice field lay near the Horseshoe Hill. After a short trek, we arrived at the paddies. Kin and his wife first released and directed the water in their rice field to others nearby. With a skilled hand, Kin detected and caught large and robust fish swiftly swimming around rice plant roots and placed them in a bucket. To ensure the fish are in the healthiest state when caught, locals release them into paddy fields after sowing at the end of April and beginning of May. In September and October, when rice fields ripen, the fish reach full maturity. Locals then catch and bring them home. Since the fish develop in a natural state, bred without fertilizer and around rice plants, they are organic and fresh. A gastronomical must-try when visiting Nam Hong is fish freshly caught from paddy fields paired with entirely clean, safe rice. Dehydrated fish tend to stick around the plant roots, and when I dipped my hand underwater to catch them, their slippery and slimy scales completely threw me off at first, but I quickly adapted and found it fun. I caught a carp that lay snugly inside my palm, its mouth wide open, until I gently dropped it into the bucket. That little fish was going to be a part of our dinner that night. Foreign tourists visiting Nam Hong also excitedly rolled up their sleeves and waded through the field to hunt carp. Excitement and laughter resonated across the fields. A week passed by since our fishing mission, with the fields now teeming with toiling Nam Hong locals. That morning, I woke early and with my sickle joined villagers for the harvest. The way Nam Hong locals reap rice is very unique, severing half the rice stalk instead of cutting from the root, then placing those halves back onto reaped plants. Every harvest, locals form a V-shape with the plants to prevent panicles from dropping. 3 days later, they head back out to the fields to harvest and thresh rice crops that have dried. We worked from one side of the hill to another. I labored alongside villagers for a week. They exchanged many stories and bantered while reaping, filling the air with hearty laughter. Needless to say, it was a memorable week. Among the villagers, an older lady energetically reaped whilst softly lulling a baby strapped onto her back to sleep. Seeing my fierce and rapid movements, a Red Deo fellow turned to me and jokingly said, "You're very strong, would you want to marry a Red Deo lad and stay here?" Right then and there, elation rushed through me as I felt like I belonged to this captivating ethnic community, participating in ordinary daily activities that perhaps I would never get a chance to enjoy again. Locals here don't thresh rice crops at paddies. After the crop has dried, they use a red fabric string to gather it into bouquets and piles for transport to a communal shanty. The climb from the fields down to the shanty is arduous since the ground is uneven and the bearer has to bow, maintain their balance, straighten their legs and manage a heavy pile of rice crops on their back. Beads of sweat quickly gathered on the farmer's head as they firmly moved forward, the familiar look of perseverance flashing on their faces. After successfully transporting the thresher to the communal house, they began the threshing process and collected the final product into sacks. That harvest Kin's family collected in total 20 hefty sacks of rice, bringing a huge delighted grin to everyone's face. The Red Deo community has a tradition that whichever household harvests that day has to host the village for lunch and dinner. Thus, that evening all the villagers convened at the harvester's place to feast and celebrate. In the afternoon sunshine of the following days, I strolled around emptied paddy fields in my trusty honeycomb rubber sandals and watched Red Deo locals revel in buffalo wrestling matches. If possible, I fell even more deeply in love with the land and its people. When harvest season came to an end, it was also my time to conclude my Northern Highlands adventure and return to Ho Chi Minh City. If one gets infatuated with a region, it must be due to the intense love and appreciation one harbors for its people, animals, and scenery. Before traveling. Transportation. Motorbike, explore the magnificent landscapes of Nam Hong village on the back of a motorbike for a hands-on, unrefined experience. To save time, you can buy a limousine bus ticket from Hanoi to the Tan Quang intersection in Zhejiang province, then rent a bike to complete the trip. It is important to note the route has many dangerous bends. In return, the glistening rice terraces lining the road compose a breathtaking view. Limousine bus, Nam Hong is located in the west of Zhejiang. Since the route is less frequented, there are not many shuttle buses that run through the region. If departing from Hanoi, you can consult NGOC Quang, Kami, Quanggi, Quangjang, or Dang Quang bus services for a ride to the Tan Quang intersection. From here, you can hop on a second ride to reach Nam Hong. This ride is offered by Thong Nguyen bus service that can be reached by this number, 0966 212 213. Accommodation, Nam Hong has a variety of accommodation options. Huang Su Phi Bungalow boasts 7 high-end, cozy, and air-conditioned cabins. The nightly rates for a 2-bedroom and a single room is VND 1.15 million, $50, and VND 980,000, $42, respectively. In addition, you can also opt to stay at a traditional Red Deo house, which can accommodate up to 50 people. Some recommended homestays: Kin Homestay, 0988070619, Deo Homestay, 0948052889, Triu Ta Quyen Homestay, 038-286-6054, Sun Pu Homestay, and How Thursday Homestay. A night in a communal room costs VND 100,000. Motorbike renting. Motorbike renting is available at every homestay. A motorbike costs VND 250,000 for a day. If you want someone to drive you, a full day costs VND 500,000. Food. In Nam Hong, you will have the chance to relish in Red Deo specialties like wild boar, prairie chicken, unique vegetables, forest bamboo sprouts, paddy field carp, meat jerky, corn wine, and goat liquor. Other attractions: in addition to the terraced fields, you can also visit other tourist attractions like Thong Nguyen Marketplace, Zhangha Waterfall, Thong Nguyen Tea Plantation, the 600-year-old tea tree in Nam Tai village, other staircase rice fields in Nam Tai, Nam Dike, and Nam Koa villages, or climb Chiu Lao Ti, part of the Tay Kon Lin mountain range. Ideal time to visit. The most ideal time to visit Nam Hong is during harvest season, which takes place towards the end of September, beginning of October, when the rice terraced fields are golden and glimmering. From April to May is irrigation and sowing season, in preparation for the annual harvest, with a lot of interactive activities offered to tourists. Winter lasts from the end of December until January, which is not as recommended as the former since the weather gets brutal and foggy. However, it is also during this time that the majority of local Red Deo festivals occur, if you want to get a taste of ethnic culture and colors. Herbal bath service. The Red Deo's medicinal herbs consisting of over 40 herbal leaves including calamus, lemongrass, cinnamon, and anise harvested from tall mountains could be very effective in curing grave wounds, sprains, broken bones, and respiratory problems. Herbal concoctions are used in a popular bath that even postpartum mothers can enjoy. A herbal bath costs VND 100,000. Local festivals. The Red Deo have many festivals like the Coming of Age celebration, traditional Red Deo wedding, annual Panwang festival, and light night abstinence ritual. Souvenir gifts. Shantu et tea is the prime specialty of Nam Hong and makes for a thoughtful gift. Other souvenirs include but are not limited to tribal print bags and clothing handmade by local Red Deo. Other notes: if you visit Nam Hong in winter, remember to bring adequate clothing for the cold weather since the temperature can drop pretty low in the mountains, hitting sub-zero at times. All homestays offer food, local guides, and motorbike taxis and are more than willing to help you throughout your stay. For more information, please contact the local Nam Hong Cooperative via its hotline 0373 541 936. Su Kien, 28, is from the central province of Quang Ngai and lives in Ho Chi Minh City. She travels around Vietnam and writes books and a travel blog. This video is created automation by computer program. Please subscribe channel for new videos. Thanks for watching.